Dr. David Ingle, 4563.
The sport of the 80s. That's what a lot of people are calling bodybuilding these days. Over 13 million people in this country alone are finding fitness through weight training, and the number continues to grow. They've discovered a way to change the shape of their bodies, make them stronger, firmer, more fit. We're going to show you how to do it, and make sure you do it right. Whether you've never picked up a weight or have years of experience, we're going to show you a program that's just right for you. But if you're expecting another tedious, how-to, instructional tape, you're in for an entertaining surprise. So, whether you're here to learn or just to look, stay with us and let us show you how to pump it.
You want to start every workout by loosening up. Start from the top with the head and neck. Forward, back, a couple of times. Then side to side. Here's two different versions of the side-to-side stretch. Both of these loosen up those tight neck muscles. Now full circle. Feel the stretch. Let's move on down to the shoulders, lifting them one at a time. Up, down, and now all the way around. Warm-ups are great for getting your body primed. Now let's limber up the back. Stretch the back, the shoulders. Feel them start to loosen up. Bend from the side. Reach. Feel that in the waist. Now twist from side to side. Now down to the lower back. These are secretary stretches. Cross one leg over the other and pull gently to the opposite side. Here's another back relaxer. Pull one knee in toward your chest, then the other. Then both together, keeping your back flat on the floor. Loosen up the front of your thigh by lunging forward on one leg, reaching behind to grasp the opposite ankle. Now bend forward. Keep your back flat and your legs straight. Feel this in the back of your legs. Stretch those hamstrings. Get a further stretch by touching each arm to the opposite leg. Now you should be loosening up. Now to warm up the hips and thighs with knee bends. And don't forget that inner thigh. A few calf raises will complete the warm-up. And now you're ready to pump. We'll begin with the chest. Bear in mind that you'll see a lot of different exercises. The pamphlet will tell you how to design your own program. The bench press done with a barbell on a flat bench may be the most popular chest exercise. Notice how I touch the bar lightly to my chest and keep my hips on the bench. Candace is doing the same exercise using dumbbells. The dumbbells probably give a fuller stretch. See how she brings her weights up together in a nice fluid movement? Nice set, Candace. By changing from a flat bench to an inclined bench, the same exercise will work the upper part of the chest, or pectoral muscle. You can substitute dumbbells for the barbell. Now let's change the position of that bench again. You'll feel the decline bench press more on the lower pecs. Bench presses done on a machine are particularly good for the beginner because you don't have to worry about balancing or stopping the weights. Dumbbell fly is a great exercise for developing the outer part of the chest. Be sure to keep your arms bent at the same slight angle for the entire movement. And remember to exhale on the way up. If you don't like a lot of furniture, you can do these on the floor, like Mary's doing here. Ladies will find this exercise particularly uplifting. Great form, Mary. Back to the incline bench to work on the upper outer chest. And the decline bench. Isolate the lower outer pecs. As you can see, weight training isn't just for men.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody loves a well-developed chest, and Bill's going after those hard-to-reach inner chest muscles with crossovers, doing them with dumbbells on a flat bench. Bring the weights across your chest and give yourself a big hug, cramping the inner pecs. Linda's on her feet for these. The pull of gravity makes these a little harder when done standing, so use lighter weights. Don't get too wrapped up, Linda. The angle on the incline bench will shift the focus to the top part of the inner chest. Cable crossovers are a favorite. Bend forward slightly, bring the handles down and across your chest. And then on the way up, take a full stretch. It's back to the decline bench for the lower inner pecs. The pecs are looking good. The pec deck is a terrific machine. You'll want to use it if it's available. Bring your forearms together in a vertical position and pump those pecs. On to pullovers, a great tie-in between chest and back. John's doing these with a barbell lying across a bench. Keep your elbows slightly bent and bring the bar down behind your head. Looking good, John. The movement's the same, but it's done with a dumbbell. Be sure to breathe deeply on the way down and exhale on the way up. Expand your chest. Do these on the incline to bring out the upper chest. If you're going to train at home, you'll find these on the floor will do nicely. Pullovers on the decline bench with a dumbbell. That's to isolate the lower chest and to pump it.
We'll move down to the back now and start with the barbell row. With your back parallel to the floor and knees bent slightly, pull the bar up to your lower chest. Inhale on the way up. Doing this exercise with a dumbbell lets you concentrate on one side at a time. By the way, the muscles you're working here are the latissimus dorsi, better known as lats. Try them lying face down on a bench, but be sure the bench is high enough off the ground for a full arm stretch. You'll want to keep your head down on a bench when you start handling heavier weight to take some of the stress off your lower back. Here's a clever little device called a T-bar. Most gyms have them. They work wonders. The barbell row, here with head supported. Pump those lats. Mary's doing a pull down using a high pulley bar. You can do these kneeling or seated. Bring the bar down to the upper chest, then slowly up to the starting position. Very nice, Mary. The front shin with palms facing forward can really bring out those upper lats in a man. This isn't an exercise I recommend for women, except those who are far advanced in their training. The pull down is just as effective when the bar is lowered to the back of your neck. Chins are a little more difficult with your head bent forward and the back of your neck touching the bar. For a little variety, try the pull down with your palms facing you. Here's a great exercise for you ladies to do at home. Rest a bar or even a broom handle on 2 chairs and pull yourself off the floor as high as you can.
going to use cables for the next few exercises. We'll start with the seated cable pull. Keep your back straight and pull the bar into your lower chest. Feel that burn in your lower lats. Bill is doing a bent over pull with the cable handles. Let your arms fully extend to stretch out those lats before pulling in. Grind out those reps, Bill. Pulling in from above gives the upper back some attention. Or do them standing for some variety. Bend over and pull. The doctor is in, and on to shrugs. These work those mounds of muscle at the top of the back, just beside your neck, called the trapezius or traps. With the bar hanging in front of you, lift your shoulders and rotate them from front to back. Linda's shrugging with dumbbells. You can lift both shoulders together or one at a time. Inhale on the way up. Machine shrugs are done on the bench press burr. You can also try them seated. Keep your back straight. It's your turn, Dave.
We're ready to take on the shoulders, known in the trade as delts, short for deltoid muscles. The seated barbell press, with the bar lowered to the back of your neck, has got to be the best developer of the front delts. Keep your back straight on these. You can do these with dumbbells, too. Be sure to bring each one down below the point of the shoulder. Come on, Candace. Push them out. Touching the bar down to the upper chest is another way to do a press. Machine presses can be done facing the machine or turned around the other way. The front barbell press done standing is also known as the military press. Pick up the bar with your knees bent, but straighten them out while pressing. Dumbbell presses can also be done with palms facing each other. The side and front delts both respond nicely to raises. John is doing side or lateral raises, and Candace is doing front raises. On side raises, start with the weights in front of you, elbows slightly bent and palms facing each other. Raise the dumbbells above shoulder level. On front raises, bring the dumbbells straight up in front and keep your arms straight. Here's the lateral raise done seated at the end of a bench. Start with the dumbbells hanging at your side. The seated front raise also begins with the dumbbells at your side. Try a front raise with a barbell on an incline bench. Raise the bar to head level. You can also try these, one arm at a time, lying on a flat bench. Use less weight because these really burn.
When you bend over and do a side raise, you work on the rear section of the deltoid. Bill's doing these with his head on a bench to help protect his lower back. Looking good, Bill. Linda's seated at the end of the bench and bent forward. You'll want to start with the dumbbells between your calves and the bench. Very nice, Linda. Try these on the incline bench face down. With your arms slightly bent, raise the dumbbells out to the side. Now start with palms facing to the rear. Raise the dumbbells straight up. Moving over to the flat bench, the movement is the same. The cable machine is a great substitute for dumbbells. Grasp each handle with the opposite hand and pull out to the sides. The upright row picks up the front delts and traps. Take a narrow grip on the barbell and raise it to chin level. Your elbow should be pointing out. Oh, that looks good. Try them with dumbbells too. Pause for just a moment at the top of the movement. Remember to refer to the pamphlet to see which exercises fit into your program. Here's the same exercise movement using the cables. Keep your back straight and work those traps.
Now we're ready to pump the arms, starting with the triceps. They're the horseshoe-shaped muscles at the back of your arm. I'm doing tricep extensions on a flat bench. Keep your upper arms straight and move only your forearms as you bring the bar down to your forehead. Mary's doing a dumbbell extension, seated on a bench. Grasp the dumbbell with both hands and bring it down behind your head. Keep your arms in close and your back straight. Here's the same movement using a barbell. You can do these standing or seated. Try doing these on the decline for the inner triceps. Notice the curved bar. This is an easy curl bar, and your wrists will thank you for using it. Extensions on a cable machine can be done kneeling, seated, or standing. Keep your elbows close in. Here's Linda doing a dumbbell kickback. You'll feel these in the rearmost part of the muscle. And ladies, don't worry about growing oversized arms from any of these exercises. They'll only grow firm and shapely. John's doing a barbell bench press using a narrow grip. The closer grip moves the emphasis from the chest to the outer head of the triceps muscle. Kickbacks can be done standing or seated. Bend forward, keep your elbows in at your sides, and straighten your arms until you feel the muscle tighten. It's amazing how many exercises you can do on a single cable machine. Substitute the Easy Curl bar on close grip presses to take some of the stress off your wrists. Try the barbell press with a reverse grip, but allow more distance between your hands. That's it. I bet you know all about press downs.
You bet I do. Press downs using a high pulley bar develop the upper outer triceps. Be sure to keep your elbows in at your side and try not to move your upper arms. Press the bar down to thigh level. The cables allow you to work each arm separately if you like, or both together. The triceps are used in every pushing type exercise, including bench and shoulder presses, so give them a good pump. By reversing the grip on the bar, you focus on the lower outer part of the muscle. Back to the cables for a reverse grip press down. And if you have enough energy to push the incline bench over to the pulley bar, try these. Cable press downs can be done standing, kneeling, or seated. So go for it.
biceps. I doubt that any other muscle gets as much attention. The curl is the only movement that isolates the biceps, and the barbell curl is the gold standard. Keep your back straight, upper arms in close, and don't swing the bar.
This contraption is called a preacher bench for reasons that should be obvious. Keep your upper arms flush against the bench and bring the bar down slowly into a full stretch.
Try doing curls on an incline bench. Remember, the narrower the grip, the greater the effect on the outer part of the muscle.
Doing these seated has its drawbacks, since you can't extend your arms, but it does do nice things for the peak of the muscle.
Here are some curls, only these have a reverse grip. These concentrate on the lower biceps and the forearms.
A wide grip on the barbell really puts it to the inner biceps.
Curls using dumbbells allow you to give each arm individual attention. Be sure to fully extend each arm and curl the weight all the way up until you feel the muscle tighten.
These are called concentration curls. When you're doing these, you should be concentrating on just how good you want your biceps to look. Keep your elbow against your thigh and curl the dumbbell toward your opposite shoulder.
The preacher bench is handy for dumbbell curls too. Be sure to fully extend your arm to pick up the lower bicep.
By angling your arms slightly outward, you'll give your inner biceps a good pump. You can do these on an incline or lying flat, so take your pick.
Incline dumbbell curls are a popular exercise. Remember to turn the dumbbell at the top as if you were trying to touch your little finger to your shoulder. Great for the peak.
Now flip over on the incline and do your curls. Feel the burn in those bis.
Most gyms have a special machine for biceps. They're usually preacher benches with built-in easy curl bars. Try it. You'll like the results. Cable machines usually come with several attachments, including a straight bar. The tension of the cable at the bottom of this movement really stretches the lower bicep. Doing these lying on the floor eliminates any possibility of cheating. Switch to cable handles to concentrate on one arm at a time. On a machine with a reverse grip to shock those lower biceps. Here's a terrific peak builder. Lie flat on a bench and curl the high pulley bar down to your forehead. What a pump.
Down to the forearms for wrist curls. Sit yourself down and position your wrists at the edge of the bench with the barbell supported by your hands. Now curl the bar up using only your hands. Your forearm shouldn't move. Here's the same movement using a dumbbell. Wrist curls develop the inside of the forearm. The reverse curl works the outside of your forearms. Keep your upper arm stationary. Back to wrist curls, this time using a reverse grip for the outer forearm, resting your forearms on your thighs. Now reverse curls with dumbbells, one arm at a time. Try them on the cable machine. Pump those forearms.
Now we'll move down to the lower body. When you think of legs, you should think of squats. No other exercise trains so many muscles at one time. With a bar resting on your upper back, feet angled outward slightly and back straight, squat down until your thighs are near parallel to the floor. Inhale on the way down. Elevating your heels with a board will shift the emphasis from the buttocks to the thighs. Be very careful not to bend forward. Machine squats are particularly good for the beginner to get a feel for this exercise. Squats with dumbbells take a lot of the pressure off your back, but limit the amount of weight you can comfortably handle. The hack squat is done on a board with the barbell held behind you. Great for the lower quads. Most gyms have machines just for this exercise. Take note of the lifting belts. You'll want to wear these to stabilize your lower back.
Leg extensions work only on the quadriceps and are usually done on a machine. Fully extend your legs and hold them in that position for a count of 2. Pump 'em, Dave. Leg presses on a machine work the same muscles as squats, the gluteal muscles of the buttocks and the quadriceps. Most machines have 2 berths. The higher one works the higher muscles. Use the cables for extensions, only if an extension machine is not available. These are cable pulls for the outer thigh. Ladies will want to include these in their program. And these are cable pulls for the inner thigh. Nice, tight legs.
Leg curls on a machine develop the hamstring muscles at the backs of the legs. Be sure to curl your leg all the way up and come down slowly. Side lunges work on the inner rear thigh. John is doing these with a barbell. Step to the side and bring your knee down until your upper thigh is parallel to the floor. Nice moves, John. The front lunge is done by stepping forward on one leg and bending the knee of that leg, shown here with dumbbells. Here's the front lunge with a barbell. Keep your head up and back straight. Leg curls can also be done using cables, but go with the machine if it's available. These are side lunges with dumbbells. Nice legs.
Ease on down to your calves. The standing calf raise on a machine will give them a good pump. Stand on the platform, lower your heels toward the floor, and give your calves a full stretch. Bill's doing these on a board with a barbell. Turn your toes in to reach the outer calf and point them out to get the inner part of the muscle. Go get 'em, Bill. Try these with dumbbells in hand. Keep your back straight. Sit down with the barbell on your lap and burn those calves. The leg press machine will give them a good workout. Or put the dumbbell between your thighs and pump your calves.
We all want a trim, shapely waist to make the rest of our bodies look even better. The abdominals need lots of work to keep them out of sight. Start with sit-ups. Keep your knees slightly bent and hands behind your head. Show 'em how, Linda.
Here's a special kind of sit-up called a crunch. Put your hands behind your head and try to touch your elbows to your knees. Feel that in your upper abs.
Sit-ups on an incline board really set fire to that midsection. Twist on the way up.
The jackknife will really cut them down to size. See if you can touch your feet on the way up.
Incline sit-ups can be done with arms extended.
Sit-ups on the Roman chair. Come on, whittle that waist.
These are hyperextensions, shown here on a Roman chair. They strengthen the muscles alongside the lower spine.
Move to leg raises for the lower abs. Candace is doing them on the floor. Keep your palms beneath your buttocks and knees bent slightly. Keep it up, Candace. On the flat bench, bring your legs slightly below the plane of the bench before you lift them. Feel those lower abs sizzle. You won't be able to do as many of these using the incline, but you'll sure feel them. Hang from the chinning bar and do leg raises. Try not to swing too far. On a vertical ab bench, doing the same movement, bring your legs up so they're parallel to the floor and then down slowly. Back to the incline board with twisting movement to trim those sides.
Pull-ins are another great exercise for the lower abdominals. Pull your knees in toward your chest, then back out. Lift yourself up on the vertical bench and do the same movement. Inhale on the way up. This exercise is probably done most often on a flat bench. Try them on an incline with a twist to pick up the side waist, also known as obliques. Flat on your back on the floor or a bench will do it. Hanging from the chinning bar to really tighten them up.
Let's wind down with side bends and twists for the obliques. Tighten it up, Linda. Try the side bend with a light bar seated on a bench. To get even a better stretch, try your twists bent over. You can do side bends with a dumbbell, but only light weight. A standing twist holding a dumbbell. Don't forget to check the pamphlet to see which of these exercises fit into your program.
We've taken you through every major muscle group and shown you how to train. Now it's your turn. But before you start, get a checkup and an okay from your doctor. And try to be realistic about your goals. Although no other form of fitness training will yield faster results, don't expect them to come overnight. Keep at it. Some bodies respond faster than others, but all do in time. So, follow a balanced diet, get enough rest and relaxation, and above all, pump it.